Okay, so welcome to the Life Master Course Orientation, big group. So I'm going to save individual introductions for the first session. But part of the idea is that people can network with each other, do business with each other, do something remarkable. And most of you, you know me through my growth CFO work. My growth CFOs are out there working with business owners around the world. So you might be wondering, well, what is the growth CFO? What is Kirk doing, bringing the Life Master Course into the world? Because I wondered the same thing if you didn't. But what is a growth CFO doing this kind of work for? So in the next few moments, I'm going to connect the dots, and then I'm going to show you what you get if you choose to enroll. Okay, is that kind of like a fair thing to do?
Yeah.
I'll try to be clear and concise in CFO fashion. Hey, I see Stephanie. How you doing? Lots of people. Okay, so to connect the dots, I mean, for years, I've been building business mainly with a financial lens, and that means strategic destination. What is good for you? Then that flight plan to get there. Working with operational managers, working with peers to elevate what they do with the numbers, and then establishing the habits of profitability for good financial skills to do even better. And I noticed that for a lot of us business owners, life isn't straight, right? Because I don't know about you, but especially on that first mountain, head down, grinding away, building the business. And for a lot of us, definitely for me, things weren't quite what they could be. And I remember one logistic companies in particular, a client, doing $13 million top line. And, think about logistics. You got trucks coming and going, you got warehouses, you got property, all kinds of stuff. And, a very successful business, and the guy was at risk. If one truck goes off the road, if the warehouse has a fire, it can literally come back. He had his corporation set up, his LLC, but there's a lot of risk when you have trucks running in the same territory that the same entity that you have your warehouse and that kind of stuff, plus overpaying on taxes, because there's a lot you can do with that kind of business where you can reduce the tax liability. Working massive hours, at least 60 plus hours per week to keep things, all those different hats he had on, and the household income was good, but not freedom level. I mean, doing the work, but just not seeing that freedom level of household income where he has money for the needed, for the expected and unexpected. And in his case, the family relations were good. Good relationship with his wife and kids, that kind of thing. Had friendships that he did things with. So I was a lot like Tom. I mean, just running the business. I know there's some things in my life. I got some risks, some things I haven't taken care of, but I'm too busy with that day-to-day stuff, and I'm not quite sure how to protect myself and how to optimize household income and get time down. So I was a lot like Tom. And then there's other people like Mike, who he's on the opposite side of the scale, where he sold his business, got the big check, $40 million, tax optimized. And I'm thinking, great, you got freedom of time, freedom of money. And then I saw he was just in despair, and come to find he didn't really know who he was beyond his business. So that's where the dots connect. From building businesses, there are people like me who don't have the life stuff sorted out. And so I created the Life Master Course so that people like us don't have to learn the hard way like I did. And Isaac has a lot of this stuff worked out. He's a good guy to talk to. He's further ahead than most of us and having things really well worked out. So what the Life Master Course does, it provides a proactive way to close the gap between what's going on in your life and the life you want, plus a chance to network with other business people like everyone who's here now. So that's the connection. It's literally life. Okay, you guys rolling with me on how does the growth CFO get into rolling? Okay, hopefully I can compress your time, because some of these things took me. I got to be confident before I pull the trigger on something, and some things like asset protection were new to me. So I spent years kind of working through different experts, not every day, but I would kind of on some pace do this. So the Life Master Course will compress time where each of you have options, right? Maybe you can move faster and better than I did. So imagine, to show you what you get, okay? So imagine having a dashboard where you can literally see your life at a glance, right? Where would that be pretty cool? You can see what's hot, what's cold. If you got financial measurements, non-financial, whatever matters to you. So let me show you how we do that in the Freedom Platform. Yep, and feel free. I see Stephanie dropped her information. Feel free to introduce yourself. Okay. Okay, so this is the Freedom Platform, and in your case, if you choose to enroll, you won't have all the stuff on the left-hand column is growth CFO business building resources. In our case, you're going to have just like your life, right? That's what you'll see. So you have a dashboard, and literally for whatever you care about, you can see at a glance where you stand year to date, target versus actual, your destination, the date that you want to make it to that location. And then, but it all starts with, in this case, my vision for my life. What is that vivid vision that's guiding my decision making and my actions? So we start there. But this is literally the life at a glance. And if we follow it through, yeah, come on, Tom. Okay, so if we follow it through, and the course is structured, the five sessions is structured like this, like literally. You got your dashboard. You can start figuring out your destination, your vivid vision. We bring things into, like, from your vivid vision, what's on your bucket list? And it could be professional or personal, whatever it is. Like in my case, this is literally my life. This is I log into this every day. I run my businesses off this, and I align my life based on the Freedom Platform. And so this is literally what we do. From the course standpoint, we're going to cover these areas, like set your objective, your vivid vision of your future self, define household income, the 5 levels of household income, including sustainability to freedom levels to multi-generational levels, and then figure out how do we get time, whatever level of work you're doing per week. Let's create some kind of path, some kind of insight on reducing active hours working so that you're free, right? You got financial resources, you got the time, and then you can use those two things to do the things you care about. In my case, my bucket list is health, right? I had a sciatic nerve about 2 years ago. I want to keep going on the path going up. So this platform is flexible, right? You build that, you put in what matters to you. Like I put 2 things here that are customized. And there's a heat map. You can color code as many items as you want, red, green, or yellow, so you can see your life at a glance as a color coded heat map. And because you can't do everything at once, the platform supports, as you go through the course, it supports selecting priorities. So right, you guys with it so far? Okay, so the course, my approach to the course is we're going to discuss. We have discussion. We're doing worksheets. We're bringing the outcome of the worksheets, like vivid vision, your household income, reducing time. We're bringing those outcomes to the platform, and then in the platform, it's big on follow through, right? And this is a task level system where this is live. This is me. New bank account for a real estate property. It's this level of task level follow through, including my accountant is doing this, the due date, and if there's any notes, right, comments, back and forth messages, everything is inside the platform. Okay, so my goal is that by the end of week 5, you guys have your vivid vision, your destination, you figured out the different levels of household income, which black and white. You figured out you have strategies to reduce the time working, and you have a path to do all the things you want in life. We have a path to get the financial resources, right? So you get it, for thing 1 and 2, How much money do you need? And on top of that, we're going to discuss how to protect what you have, like the logistics company, where if something happened to a truck, his whole business was at risk, his property, his employees, the operating company. And so we're going to discuss strategies like asset protection. How do you set a legal structure beyond just the standard LLC? How to use holding companies, things like that. And we're going to do this from a peer-to-peer experience share standpoint, right? Where I'm sure you guys have some experience in these different areas. I'll share what I'm doing and why, how I came to certain decisions, and potentially that will compress your time into be able to do what matters to you now. Okay, so that's the basic from what we're going to cover, the basic cadence. Then the way I coordinate things is I have a WhatsApp group, and then I would drop these tools, and before we go into the next session, I would drop a short video into the WhatsApp where you guys can watch it to get your thoughts going before we come to the session. I'm big on peer-to-peer experience share. Okay, the experience in this room is unbelievable, so I want to be able to bring that out, and so that everybody has options on for your life, what makes sense to actually do. Okay, you guys, any questions so far for structure? Okay, the structure is 5 sessions, an hour and a half each. They'll run 5 weekly sessions, an hour and a half each, using Google Hangouts and working in the platform. And I say working in the platform because the platform elevates the follow through. Like before I had this, I would have Post-it notes and documents and all that kind of stuff, and my follow through would lag year to year. But with this, I know, everybody knows exactly what to do. So I think the platform is the game changer to, literally be able to, whatever you decide, make sure you get it done. And does somebody have their hand up? Yeah, 5 sessions, and they're running back to back every week. I set it up. The whole idea is by the end of the 5 weeks, you got it. You decided what's relevant to you. It's flexible, and you're off and running. And you have the added benefit. You're in the WhatsApp group, and we're collaborating, right? With not just myself, but anybody in the WhatsApp group. And I'm definitely going to encourage you guys to, consistently introduce yourself, introduce each other to other people. Build these networks. The success team that you need to be, to do well, be in prosperity. Right?
Hey, Kurt, can I jump in with a quick question?
Yeah, please do.
It's Jeff. So I'm just looking at it, just to be clear. So part of what's happening with this is that this platform comes with it. Like you have access to this tech, which looks really, really cool. And then am I right on that? And then my second question is, if so, how do you get all this information in there?
Yeah, so yes, and it's literally something we're going to start very we're going to do things real time in the course, right? I don't know about you, but I don't need any homework. I'm okay looking at a video. I'm okay getting my thoughts going before coming into the session. But I'm not big on lots of homework. So we're going to do certain things, and we're going to literally key it in real time. Like, for example, if you're making your bucket list, you can literally come in here and just add, I want to go to Switzerland, whatever your bucket list is. I want to start a nonprofit, whatever it is in life. So that the answer on how the information gets in there is you just key it in. And there's space if you're making notes. Like I have notes here, right, about sciatic nerve and weight loss and stuff. These are my flight plan ideas of what I'm going to do to be healthier. And then you can actually create a task specifically assigned to that. And in the task, the project management task shows up in your project management tab right here. And you can see, so there's certain things I'm putting in, and then you can see my accountant is active in here. And there's certain things, this is how I know my accountant is doing what I need done. And you can create a task, I can assign it to him. He can do something and assign it back to me. And then all the communication inside the task. So this really reduces cycle times, where before you talk to your accountant, a couple weeks later, something pops up. By working it in here, it allowed me to do things I've been thinking about for years, but hadn't done. All right. And right now the platform it's browser PC based. There's a roadmap to create the smartphone app for it. And then there's a roadmap for putting the AI buddy to think through things with on top of it. But that's later this year kind of stuff. Jeff, did I answer your question?
Yeah, thanks, Kirk. It sure does. Great work, man. Looks really awesome.
Yeah, thank you. You got somebody with you.
Yeah.
Hi, Kirk.
I waved my wife over to like, hey, look at this. Yeah.
So see the flight plan.
We're in casual work from home mode. So yeah,
nice.
Throw a hat on and show up for a meeting.
And for those of you who don't know, he's my cryptocurrency expert. I'm a Bitcoin, purist, but Jeff is in that world, bringing the whole frontier to the world. So good
Hi,
man
Jeff.
to know. Yeah.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, everybody. Thanks. I appreciate the shout out, Kirk. Think the world of Kirk when it comes to systems like this and programs and that. And he's a really great guy. Doesn't need to be doing this. He's doing this because that's his passion and wants to help people level up. So I love seeing this, and I feel the same way about Bitcoin, Kirk. So my mode is empowering people with freedom money, and Bitcoin's a great way to do that.
Yeah, I love that Bitcoin. It's like gold.
Do we chat our address who we want you to mail the Bitcoins to?
Yeah. But you should send us your seed phrase to your wallet.
Yeah.
If you can put that into the dashboard here, part of the life flight plan, we'll have you covered, bro.
You start loading it up. Okay, good.
Yeah. And this is a good feel. I mean, for those of you who know me, I mean, I'm pretty approachable, casual. For each session, we'll open up a topic. There'll be some like videos to learn something before we come in, have a discussion, and then whatever you want to do or not do, if you want to do something, we're going to apply it here real time, and try to make it easy. Where whatever you want to go for, whatever is really meaningful for you, you're in it, and you have the support. Some of this stuff, the risk protection, there's some nuances there to fill out, and there's also a wide subject matter expert. Some charge an arm and a leg to do this kind of stuff, and others, legal firms and tax firms, they productize it like, doesn't cost any more to do it the right way, So, but we can share those experiences because I've definitely seen both, and then being tax optimized. There's tax compliance. It's pretty easy, fill a form out, but there's so much more than that. Right, where you get to keep more of what you have, so it's worth at least knowing those options. And there's so much. It's almost like there's very few tax strategy experts, but there's a lot more tax compliance people, and even other tax strategy experts, they only know parts of the pie, and I want to know the whole picture and then be able to select, how I want to show up. So we'll have those discussions, and there's probably things that you all know on this call that for sure that others don't know. So it's good to have those collaborations. Okay, but that's the course. It's made to be 5 intense weeks, really getting elevated. You leave, probably some things are done, but then you know where you want to take action, and you have a group to collaborate with. And even better, you start to know other business owners that you can do something with. You get to know each other, you're building your network, and who knows. And we're in a world that's changing very quickly. The fundamentals are very different today. Does anybody remember before 2020? It's different already. And on the other side of the changes going on, it's going to be very different. Plus, the advanced technologies like AI and blockchain and robotics. I mean, it's not all here, but it's getting here fast, and it's going to change how we work and live. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you the last part. What I want, if you guys enroll, you are cohort number 2. You might want to call me cohort 0, but I was a cohort of 1, figuring this stuff out, and I want to bring it to you so you can do it better than I did. And I finished the first cohort of business owners doing this. I got some feedback and really changed the structure. I want the same thing from you, right? Where, give me feedback on what makes sense intuitively, what doesn't make sense, what's awkward to you, especially, from the knowledge base and from the using the Freedom platform. I want to get as much feedback as I can from you, because I want to literally evolve this every week to make it based on the feedback, to make it easier to use. And I want to be able to bring other people along, right? Where they can look at it, jump in, start to benefit. Maybe there's videos at each section. Maybe there's an AI buddy that's guiding people. They can collaborate about their specific situation and get some idea of where to go. And I'm willing, since this is cohort 2, and I really do want your feedback, because this is, for me, this is second mountain, have a bigger impact on folks. I'm willing to waive the $1,900 of tuition just to get your feedback. Okay. I probably won't be saying that by cohort 3. All right. I probably won't. At some point, people value what they pay for, and the value here is so huge. I mean, crypto alone, I took Jeff's cryptocurrency course a while back, and I got a 5x return before I knew it, and it keeps going up. So to me, it's like digital gold. So and I'm not saying everyone needs to do crypto. For me, when I say crypto, I'm talking about Bitcoin specifically, because I like to, have a plan, a strategy, and follow through on it. I'm not much of a day trader kind of person. So, but either way, we can share those experiences, and I want your feedback. What makes it easy? Because I recognize this is a very different. This is a very intentional, proactive way of looking at life, and no matter where you're at in your stage of life, you have some thought, you lay out your flight plan, focus on certain things like what is a household income where you can breathe, right? If you're not already there, then how do you get it? How do you get, with some other financial approaches, how do you get it where it's passive? Whatever you need every month, your assets are producing the passive income that you need, and doing it in a way that's risk protected. Because I have real estate property, and doesn't take too many funny tenants before there's legal challenges, that kind of stuff, and doing it in a way that's tax optimized. There's so many different. They want to go by there. There's so many different strategies out there. It's good to at least know what the options are, then pick the right ones for you. Okay. But is that fair that if I give you the course, you can enroll? I'll give the course to you. All I want you to do is show up, be prepared, and give feedback. Is that fair enough? Right? And then you can tell everybody how great it is for cohort number 3.
Yes.
Yeah. Cohort number 3 is going to pay, right? Right, Tom? Tom is my technology guy. That's a good MSP, good company. And I want to do more of this. I want to do more introductions of people. And Gary brought that up yesterday, like really intentionally making introductions to each other. Only make remarkable people to other remarkable people, because it matters. But Gary brought that up. It was a couple days ago, Gary, we were talking about how to help people out even more. Okay, so short and sweet, like I said, I'm a finance guy at heart. Okay, but this definitely brings in my learning, then the previous cohort, and different subject matter experts that I work with on my success team. Let me open up some Q&A. Any questions before I go into what happens next?
Are these evening sessions or during the day?
I'm thinking, since you guys showed up Thursday at 12 noon, to do Thursday at 12 noon. 5 sessions. And I pretty much know, like Jeff does his course on Saturday, but some people can make it, some people can't. I pretty much know that the hardest thing with us business owners is time. And that's why I want to help us. Yeah, I want to help us find let's have a strategy where you get your time, whatever it is. I know one guy that owns literally 150 different businesses. Not all of it, but parts of it. And he works less than I do. Right? A lot less. And so how does he do that? And there's a strategy and taking steps there. So we're going to map it out black and white. And I'm also, from an approach standpoint, you don't have to have the perfect answer before you get the first step. Just take what you know. It's better that we take what we know, make a step, then from that, yeah, you have clarity, right? Vivid vision. It's okay if it's one sentence, right? But then you start to think a different way. Your time, just by putting the question to yourself, you start, right? And so, at least that's what I experienced, and other people have as well. And then you get more of your passion, like some of the things that Jeff's talking about, like where can you really impact the community, your family, the people you love, kind of thing. Okay. Any other questions or thoughts?
So Kirk, you're saying that noon on Thursdays is that going to be the time?
Yes.
Okay.
The first one I'm thinking will be March the 6th, Thursday at noon, and so 5 sessions would wrap up on April the 3rd. And I really do want your participation, where we'll set up the topic, talk through it, and then if you can take action, you take it to your platform. So once you use a tool, it starts to really accelerate cycle times, where things are finished versus, oh my God, laundry list. Okay.
So Kirk and everyone here are so grateful to meet everyone. I have been in the financial services and wealth strategy business for nearly 20 years. And I found really there's 4 main steps to financial success long-term. Number 1 is to get organized. And this tool, Kirk, you showed me this a few weeks ago, and now in this orientation, I'm like, this is just brilliant to get our lives organized. When we're organized, things are much easier to make decisions, so much faster to make decisions. And then when we have a place to document things, we can create systems. So that's number 2. And then we can optimize that, tweak and improve. And I think this system that you have here, this technology, can help us optimize and tweak and improve. And then that allows us to do step number 4, which is maximize our lives, get the most out of what we're trying to accomplish in life, personally, professionally, intellectually, emotionally, socially, spiritually, all these different key areas of our lives. So I think it's brilliant, Kirk. Well done.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Wade is in this area of the world where there's definitely some unique and beneficial options that most of us don't know about. And when you come into a WhatsApp group, if you enroll, make sure you introduce yourself, and then introduce yourself again. Share things. It could be books, your videos, whatever. Share things with each other, because I don't know about you, but okay, I live in Washington, D.C., but I'm Texan. I grew up with self-made man, don't collaborate, hit every landmine yourself, do everything the hard way. I mean, then somewhere in my 40s, like, oh, you mean I can talk to people? Oh my God, they all have different perspectives of things that I wouldn't know. So I learned calm and also curious, having fun. But man, and I had to wait till my 40s. Oh, Jesus. And so there's people in this room that I know a lot of you. Man, there's some good stuff going on here. And so do share your information to the extent you want to, your LinkedIn, videos, books, other things that you learn that are helpful. In the last 10 years, I read more since I started to grow CFO than I did probably 20 years prior. I mean, just I'm meeting different people in the CEO role than I did in the CFO role. So it makes a difference, man, having good people around you, that success team. Right?
Hey, Kirk, question in the chat from Gar asking, what if you have to miss one? And I'm assuming that maybe part of the follow-up to that is are these recorded where people can access them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm on the fence about recording, because sometimes people share personal things. I would definitely I'd probably take, so going into each session, there's going to be some prep. I'll share different people's videos with you. I'll make videos. If there's not a good one, I'll share it with you. So you'll have that. then we'll have our discussion and take things to your flight plan that matter. And then if there's something that wasn't covered previously in the discussion, lots of times unexpected gems come out of discussions. Okay. And then I will probably make a video about that and just tell that story. Because sometimes, I mean, just look at some of these topics here. I mean, you're building business, life, marriage, I mean, that kind of stuff. We're not going to go into all the legacy development issues, but this is, hey, if you got, sons and daughters you want to bring along, maybe you're thinking 5 generations out. Maybe you're thinking about the bigger community, because for me, this is what this is all about. I'm thinking about the bigger community. I want to have certain discussions with a trusted peer group. And that's what this becomes. In the third cohort, you'll meet the third cohort through the WhatsApp. And who knows, maybe there's events going on that we're inviting each other to, right? There's no limit to what you can do with, in my group, to bring other people along.
So Kirk, specifically to my question, thanks for shouting that out. I didn't catch who shouted out for me, but I already went through my calendar. I'm in, but I know that there's one that I'm out of town, so I can't be in. Is that a non-start for you?
No, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I mean, business owners, they'll make time, right? And I do, Gar, I know we go back to a different life, a big education company, and you have a lot to add to the group. And feel free to share videos as well. Like if you have a thought, let's say we do a topic, you miss a group, and you want to make a video and share with the group, put it in WhatsApp, right? It could be written, but I'm from Texas. I can only read so much. I'm on audiobooks. That's why I read a lot more now. Okay, and I think
Kirk, I have a quick question. Sorry,
Yeah,
hey,
Amber.
this is Amber.
Hello.
I think I might have missed when it begins. I'm sorry, I missed that.
March the 6th.
March 6th. Perfect. Thank
Then
you.
on the 5th session is April 3rd, and we'll be in a WhatsApp group from the very beginning.
Mhm.
The more we interact there, the better. And you might come up with a problem. Like I met with Isaac last Friday. We're doing a partner agreement. I was talking about my partner agreement, things going on, and in the same moment, he contacted his lawyer to introduce me. So I have another resource. That's kind of stuff. If we can help each other that way, take the initiative. If I'm not doing it and you think it's useful, you do it. This group is about life and business. And some people, like, I do a version of this group for young men in their 20s, like mid to late 20s. They're definitely thinking about different things than we are. So definitely feel free to share things that may not be covered here that's useful to you and probably other people. Okay. So Amber, did I answer your question? I answered your question and I said something else, I think.
All good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah. So I would love to have you all and participate, give feedback, bring other people along. And man, I think things get really good if we have that community that we can really put things out to. If you're stuck, put it out to the group. Jump on a call with somebody. Okay. So with that, if you agree to give me feedback, we got fair exchange. I'll waive the fees and just be willing to cut your teeth. The platform is different than, it's more intentional, more proactive than the way I was working before the platform, where it's posted notes and spreadsheets, and 3 years later I still hadn't done something. So this is what will happen next. Okay, I'm going to email you, and in the email is going to include a recording to this session. I will also share. I have a one-page agreement that goes along with this, and basically it says, "Don't take my IP." Okay, don't take my platform. All the live stuff, share it with everybody. But the platform that has a unique value to me. Okay, as an asset. So don't take that. Okay, and then so it's a one-page agreement. Basically that's what it says. I'll send a PDF of that to you just so you can see it. If you want in, just respond back by email. Say, I want in, and I will add you to the calendar invite, send you the link to the WhatsApp group, and send you the agreement by DocuSign. Okay?
I'm in, Kirk. Great
Good.
initiative. Man.
Good. I'm going to stop screen sharing. I can start to see you. Love to have you, Paul, and others that say they want in. and I promise it's gonna be great. Okay. Alexi, I see you there. How you doing?
Hey, I'd love to be in, but you pick the day when I'm gonna be away on vacation, and I do it like well, now it's gonna be once in 3 years. I hope to do it twice a year with your help.
Yeah.
And then it's the tax season, so I'm a bit overwhelmed. But we'll connect. Maybe there is some other way for me to attend. I don't know. Maybe some days I can, but unfortunately,
Yeah, let's figure out. I'll share the recordings with people. Just participate. And Alexi, like international, if you're doing taxes anywhere outside your country, international tax expert. There's
U.S. international tax. U.S. international tax.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're in Canada, so it's yeah.
both in Canada. Right now, I'm in Tampa.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, are you? Nice. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of expertise. And I won't tell you, I'm a growth CFO. Yeah, I did the CPA just so I can understand what they're talking about. I won't tell you how much I struggle with the tax courses because I like one simple way, simple rules, concepts. Taxes, man, ooh. And so there's opportunity to do better. There's family banks and all kinds of stuff we can get into. So does anybody have any kind of final questions or comments for the benefit of the group here before we wrap it up? You good?
This is really fantastic, Kirk. Really good stuff, man.
Yeah, I'm glad you're saying. I invited you all, kind of the personal network, and then right because I think you could add a lot, and So ball in my court. I'm gonna do those two things. Once I get the video posted, no later than tomorrow, I'll send the email to you. And just run in, just say thumbs up, and let's go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, have a good day.
Thanks, Kirk.
Good day.
Yeah,
Thanks, Kirk.
Thanks, buddy.
Kirk. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Kirk.
See ya.
Bye.